Alright, what is going on, guys? I know I'm doing like kind of a different kind of video here because you've never really seen my face in different videos, but we got an interesting thing going on here. Just saw behind the scenes. I know in the other video I said in the description that we would be going to do neutral game, but I think in this one I think it's more important to cover play styles before neutral game, because the playstyle of the character really depends on the way you want to play neutral. So I have a couple different videos that we're not going to watch all the way through because that would be a ridiculously long video, but I'm just going to give examples of a couple of my favorite, not favorite, I guess favorite. Some of their melee sets are pretty cool. Cosmo's a pretty cool guy, as you can see here. And then we have obviously Lunchables and Sethlon, but I'm going to cover those guys at the very end because I kind of feel like they've invented two of the most widely used neutral games. We're going to take a look at this Cosmo combo breaker. He's actually in top 16, losers top 16 in this one. I believe he is in grand finals in this other video. No, I'm a liar. Sorry, that was pools. But the fact that he made it to top 16 is pretty awesome. Alright, so we're just going to take a look here. Gonna kind of quiet this sound.
Like, even fair out of shield doesn't get you the space that a Marth would give you. So, it looks like we're going right into it. So, classic Battlefield stage first off, and just looking for Scythe to sort of dictate the flow with lasers. Space, Cosmo out because Roy really can't approach if Scythe to just shoot these lasers in his face. So. Exactly.
So the way that Cosmo likes to play Roy that I'm already seeing, he's using a lot of double jumps, which is cool because to get around Falco's lasers it's actually very difficult. So using the double jump is really wise. So let's see what else he does.
To control the ground and to lock down Cosmo as well. He can use back air to help with crouch cancels and also dare. If he comes in with the neutral air though, that can get crouch canceled, so he needs to be careful versus Cosmo.
So like we've already seen it right now, there hasn't been a lot of stuff coming out from Cosmo. The Scythe has been hitting all the main hits, getting him in the corner. Ooh, no punish on that counter.
So what I really see right now is like Cosmo's being really defensive. That's just how he's playing against Falco. And it could be the fact that it is against Scythe. Scythe's probably a pretty well-known Falco from the area. And he could just be, kind of not scared per se, but like, kind of like, what is this guy going to be able to do? And obviously he's able to do a lot and combo the crap out of Roy and everything, just like how Roy gets comboed all the time. But he's using a lot of double jump, and he's double jumping into shield, so you can tell that he's kind of scared of the lasers, and that just leaves Scythe like open for a lot of possibilities. I've yet to see Scythe like catch on to it and grab him, so far it's working, but he's still getting chewed up. So now he's kind of changing it up.
Marth had like an up air tool to keep the juggles going.
He's trying to be a little bit.
Effect is so unfortunate if Cosmo's trying to get a real juggle going.
He's trying to be a little bit more aggressive. He's stopped the double jumping a little bit. So you guys see, like, for example, he uses dare out of shield. It's actually super good. Because it covers so much area. Like right here, he wasn't ready for it because he could have either grabbed, he could either grab, but he decided to dare out a shield that sends him that direction. What I would have done in this scenario, just because I like reading like rolls and stuff on the tops of platforms instead of wave lay and grabbing them, I would have personally, so after I dare out a shield right here, I would have ran and did a running up smash in that direction, because you see Scythe rolls in, so I would have done a running up smash, and it would have slid right on that edge of that platform, and then I would have gone from there. Just something I noticed.
It's an opportunity for a back air.
Misgrab.
Just a reset to neutral.
See, right? I don't agree with anything right there. I don't agree with the back air that he puts out right here. Because like Blaze, like you said, Roy should always face his opponent, and I totally agree with that. His backward aerials are not good, really, in any scenario unless you're edge guarding. I've only used it when I'm edge guarding. I've never used it in neutral because it's just not a good option. It doesn't have enough range. The knockback on it isn't good at all. So when he does this back air, I don't agree with that at all. Like I said, he's very defensive. So him throwing that out just tells me he's a very defensive player, you know, as it is. Right here, he plays against a Marth, okay? So we're just going to move on to this one. He plays against Frederick Lamar, and he plays against a Marth, and I think in this one he's a lot more aggressive, so it could just be the character difference.
Times with my real name, which
really
is Hendrik Pilar.
I don't know.
He's a lot more aggressive. I don't know if it's because it's in pools, you know, and he's not afraid to make mistakes.
Super classic, like 2004 stuff. We have Roy.
But still, even right here, he's like waiting him out. Look at this. He does like 3 down tilts.
Super classic, like
See?
2004 stuff. We have Roy.
He just waits him out.
Cosmo coming over here, gracing us with his presence.
Yeah, he likes the old school characters.
Yeah.
And actually, Kimmer, if you can hear me, there's no R. I guess there's one R in it's Fendrick.
Yeah, isn't it Fendrick?
Yeah, not Fendrick, but
So yeah, if you just put an H, then it's my name.
See, he's like rolling.
dude, the rainbows are coming out.
So Roy got some stuff here against Mark, especially like at low percent. He can just juggle him with down tilts.
Down to uppers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and he could just, yeah, speaking of juggles.
That back air was good.
That back air. Oh!
The flare.
Back air
He
was
jumped
good.
into the flames.
So with Cosmo, he waits out a lot of his opponent's attacks. So like, he just lets them come to him, which is a very interesting way to play. Definitely something you can do, because Roy's forward smash is like crazy powerful. So if you wait for them to come to you, you can just fucking hit him with a forward smash. This is actually a downfall in my own play. If somebody, I don't like waiting for somebody. I'm kind of like one of those rush in, really aggressive type of people. So who capitalizes on like mistakes or like stuff that you do constantly, and like reads. I do a lot of heavy reads. But for this sort of play style, if I were to play against Cosmo, I probably would be getting kind of tilted just because he waits out everything. So we're going to get off of Cosmo here, and we're going to move on to Lunchables. So if I were to describe myself as a player, and the play style that best fits how I play, it would be Lunchables, because Lunchables is that aggressive, read heavy type of play style, and he just likes to, run at you, unrelenting force, and like, use whatever he feels is good in that scenario. So you'll see him throw out a lot of interesting moves, and you're like, why did he do that? It's mostly because you just have, like an idea. You really just have an idea in mind, and you're like, hey, let's see if this works. Why not, right? So he starts off really aggressive, actually.
Here we go. Oh, and so no button check here. These two are coming in right into it. Welcome, Alice. Something's already ready.
So then he forces a tech right there. So that's something I do a lot, actually. So use that downward hit of the side B, like right here. Right here, you use the downward hit to force a tech, so that way you can read the tech. So you can get the roll read, or you can get a grab, but he waited so long that it was really hard to react to. He does it again. So look at that. There you go. And see, right there, I don't know what Lunchables was even doing. So he gets the forward smash, gets him off stage. Oh shit, sorry. So he gets the forward smash, right? I agree with this, gets him back off stage. Back air's good, right here. I would have gone, I don't know, slightly towards the edge of the platform that Lunchables is at right now. So I would have gone like about quarter of the way, so almost to the end of the platform that's close to the ledge there, and just held neutral B just in case he went above the ledge and didn't sweet spot it. But in this case, Hungrybox just died.
Legendary Sethlon.
No, Lunchables strikes me as someone who, if he really took melee seriously, he could be a top 100 player. He is absolutely ridiculous.
He's got that tech skill in PM, and he's got that, I like his tag. Talking some ish.
No, it's super good. It's super good. Melee.
So I use that a lot actually. I use that neutral air, the down tilt neutral air. Really good. Really good combo.
Prized by melee tags, and I
And like, see like,
you know, making this pool noodle look like Marth's sword.
yeah. So that's one thing. That right there. That it's just like inventing the character. Like you don't know why he did that, but he just knew it would work. Because he just knows the character, you know. So, and I've even done that before. Like you're like the weak hit up air leads right into a down tilt at certain percents.
Ooh, that weak up air into down tilt was so good.
This is a game?
Sick F tilt and the neutral beat.
Hungrybox is not prepared.
Oh my god. Oh,
Ooh, that was
so good.
sick.
I feel like Roy is like a decent character who still, but he just has fatal flaws.
Oh yeah,
He's got the Roy zone. He's got the new pull move.
No,
He's got the bad grab. He's got the bad dash attack, but he still has like the frame data. Some of the
And see, he's just like aggressive the whole time. He's just aggressive the whole time. He's like fighting back. It doesn't matter if he got the weak hit or not. He's not gonna dash back. He got the weak hit there, he got the weak hit there, he got the weak hit there, but he's still just hammering on him.
Absolutely awesome. Absolutely. That tricks drag him down as a character. But at the same time, he's got a couple moves that are ridiculous. Like
Ooh.
oh my god. Lunchables is neutral.
Okay, what I really like right here, he went for a jab. That jab would have been so sick because it would have led into a forward air or a neutral B, and he would have gotten way off stage. So like, right after this,
Oh my god.
watch this. So like right here, he uses a jab. Here, let me see if I can slow-mo this shit. Right here, boys. Right here. And if Hungrybox didn't choose the option, the get up option, it would have worked out so well because he would have gotten the sweet spot and he would have totally got knocked that way. It would have been dope. It would have been so sick. Lunchables is nuts.
yeah. Shield drop. Oh, he's messed up his shield drop.
See the jab.
Good spacing right
So,
there.
okay,
Hungrybox.
this is a great example. So, this is a perfect example. So, shield pressure. Roy doesn't have a lot of it, unfortunately. I'll be going more in depth into shield pressure. I have like all these episodes in mind. Trust me, guys, all these episodes in mind. To go more in depth. But this is a great example of what Roy has to offer for far as shield pressure. Right here, he does down tilt jab, down tilt jab. It's probably like the fastest thing you can do.
Interesting. Good.
See,
Good space.
so like it just keeps them away. You can't really break shields with Roy. You don't have enough fast enough moves, but it definitely gets them down to where you can shield spike. You can shield poke.
Spacing right there. Keeping Hungrybox
Just enough,
out.
you know.
Jabs, double jump cancel there.
Ooh, Lunchables is sick.
Oh,
Lunchables is
B is
sick.
broken. I can't believe it. It is broken.
Lunchables is nuts.
Really well.
Yeah.
And I really like.
So again, right there,
Mostly because Lunchables would just
even though he does it a little too early, right? I think it was right here. Yeah. So he did it a little too early, but he did that jump again. He had an idea in mind, but he got hit by the get up attack. Yeah, dude. If I could describe, yeah, this is just how I play Roy. Like, if I could describe any way, this is just how I play Roy. Lunchables is practically a pure example of how I play. So then let's just move on to Sethlon here. Sethlon is like most known Roy player in the Melee community. Mostly plays PM, but just like Lunchables, they mostly play PM just because Roy's better in PM. He's actually somewhat viable. I don't know. So here's my opinion on Sethlon, right? He's awesome. You know, he has crazy results, right? Only other thing is like he plays the character like optimally, if that makes any sense. He plays the character like you should play, like he would play a top tier. So like, because he plays Marth sometimes. I know he does, not very often, but he has. And so he does, you see a lot of waveland grabs on platforms, and that's how he likes to deal with the platform problems, or like problems per se, but like platform tech chases, he waveland grabs a lot. So even if they get to the top platform and you can clearly like do something else, but that's just his way of dealing with it, because he knows what he can get off of a grab once he gets it. So let's just take a second
Phobia.
and
Sick boys.
Sick boys.
watch
being there.
the greatness that is Sethlon.
Yeah.
But you see he wavelands on the platforms, but like 9 times out of 10 he's gonna
Okay,
waveland
so
grab you
go.
onto the platform.
Got
Great
shines
DI on
from
that shine.
Phobia.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit harder to get those shines off the top, seeing as Roy is a lot heavier than Peach, if I remember correctly.
Oh, this is destruction right now.
Stop. It's doing too much.
Oh, but then that shit happens. Ha.
The
The spacey special. Hey. Oh. Okay, that was actually insane. He got the most vertical, like, of verticals from that recovery. Just look how, like, I don't know, dude. Look how vertical he gets. That was super smart. Super smart. Even though he died, super smart.
3 stocks apiece. Tied it up.
Watch. And if he DIs to a platform,
Oh, okay.
see, he
Is this?
so this is the thing, right? He's written the Smashboards PM Roy like tutorial guide, whatever you want to call it, right? Sethlon is one of the people. Sorry, Sethlon is one of the people to. He's like the optimal, so he's like the Mewtwo King of Roy, basically. So he uses everything that's good about the character, and he tries to stay away from the things that are bad. So you won't see him dash attack a lot. You won't see him use neutral B a lot because it leaves you open. You know, you won't see a lot of things because he uses the character. He uses all the strengths that the character does have, and he forgets about pretty much all the other moves, you know, that aren't good. So like he uses his dash dance really well. He uses his grab range really well. He uses the neutral B really well. And it's pretty much kind of like, and the down tilt, and he uses the down tilt pretty well. But like I said, he's not as creative as Lunchables is, because Lunchables is like a train that's coming at you and you're not ready. The mango, let's say, the mango of Roy. And Sethlon is the Mewtwo King who knows everything that's optimal about the character.
I wanted to
Ooh, good power shield. That was interesting.
And I quote, a water woggle.
A water woggle. I
Neutral B?
refuse to call anything
Ah,
a
too
water
early.
woggle.
A water woggle? That just sounds
No, that sounds. Oh!
Alright, Buphobia, you're fucking nuts.
Oh, your moves
Did
up.
you just move?
Dude,
Did you just move?
I may
Is that what? Is that what happened?
I may have moved. I may have moved. I may have moved.
That's like me just fire. It's like
I was trying to like throw like this is like you move.
Earth.
So the side B, I said it leaves you open. I'm kind of like hypocritical right now, but side B, it leaves you open, but at the same time, it's a kill move for Roy. So it's like a double-edged sword, haha, because he has one. But yeah, it's like a double-edged sword. So you know, it's 50-50. You use it, you get grabbed, or you use it and they die. It's just one of those things, and he's got to use it.
Wind. Water. Go planet. Alright. So 2 stocks of B. Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
neutral B.
Sethlon looking to
Nice.
make this a
That is
one-stock lead.
one thing about Yoshi's I
Phobia
love,
back on stage.
out of the many things.
The waveland
So like,
there.
for example, right here, when he does the down tilt, and then he sees that he doesn't tech, he does a neutral air.
Phobia
Like,
back on
I've
stage.
never thought of that. Like right here, never thought of that. I would have waited for a get up option and then tech chased after that. But then he gets him into the air,
The
and he can do it again,
Oh, man.
which is crazy.
Catching him with these
Waveland grab right there.
combos.
Ooh, neutral air.
I hate that, man. I'm sorry.
jab. That was sick. That was a sick jab, by the way.
Dude, don't hate
I think
on
that
these
was an
water
up air.
wobble
That back air was an up air.
You don't know
That
nothing
was
about
that was nuts. That was actually crazy. So he used the up version of the side B to get him to land behind him.
Dude, don't hate on these water
Right
wobble
here.
combo.
Right here, it goes behind him, and then he sees he doesn't tech, so he's gonna forward smash.
Hashtag water woggle.
That's
off
crazy.
the top.
I've never seen somebody do that. Only Sethlon, bro. Only Sethlon.
Oh!
That's a staple
That's really
combo.
good. Down tilt forward smash.
Staple Roy combo.
Tries to go with the nair. Can't get it. Oh!
What the
intentionally-
Yo! Sethlon is a god. Did you guys see that? He teched the stage. That was nuts. After the back air, he eats a back air, like, right here.
Oh.
Techs the stage. And then his momentum carries so he can recover.
Intentionally does not.
How do the commentators miss that?
Oh,
That was insane. Sethlon's a god, bro. So this is what I feel about Sethlon, right? I already gave you my like first impression. After further watching it, every time you watch a video, you kind of get a better impression. When Sethlon is like feeling good or up, you know, he'll start to get more creative. But when he first starts out and like game's even, and if the game's even, he'll start doing everything that's optimal. He won't you know, mix it up like Lunchables does, or he will, but like in his own way. He'll use what's optimal, mix up what he feels is good. But like right here, he uses a down air, and I'm like, why would you use a down air right here? Unless he was trying to pop him up. That's the only thing. That is the only thing I can think of. That's what he was trying to do, but it obviously popped him in the wrong direction.
Oh, whenever Sethlon gets angry.
And then he goes that way. Well,
Either by actually.
those are my opinions on the 4 Roy players that I like to watch. I watch Lunchables and Sethlon more than anything. Cosmo's pretty cool. The fact that he's only shown up at that tournament and he did that well with Roy. Really, really nice. If I were to recommend watching any videos, check out on Leffin's stream. He played Roy for, I think, 3 to 5 sets. 3 to 5 sets, Jesus. 3 to 5 games. He played Roy against one of his good buddies. So check that out. Leffin's Roy. I don't know who makes it, but it's just called Leffin's Roy. And then, what else? What was the other video that I was gonna look at? I think his name is Voth. It was a Swedish tournament. His name is Voth3 versus, let's see if I can find it actually. Probably not. But his name is Voth3. So if you guys find that, those are really good ones. But other than that, next episode will definitely be neutral game in the way I like to play neutral. I will cover the other ways you can play neutral just like I covered in this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.